Action.
Alright, so the book I did is A Wrinkle in Time. So the author is Madeleine L'Engle. She has written many other books such as A Miracle on 10th Street and Many Waters. She was born in 1918 and died in 2007 at the age of 88. So this book, A Wrinkle in Time, is about a mom and two kids, the Murray family, whose father and husband went missing, and now they go on this big magical adventure to find their dad. This book is full of action and adventure. So the setting, the Murray family lives in an unknown town in America. Some of the words cut off. But where they take their adventure is the place called the planets. The planets that are in this place are Earth, Uriel, the Happy Medium planet, Camazotz, and Ishil, I think that's how you say it. None of these planets are real, or of course, except Earth. The theme for this book is, so the theme is good versus evil. The reason for that is because the Murray family, which is the good, is trying to get their father back from this character, It, which is just a weird person who kidnapped their father because of all what he knows about time and space. So, Meg Murray. Meg Murray is a 12-year-old girl who has glasses and braces and considers herself weird and ugly. She has a very insecure personality. Calvin O'Keefe. Calvin is 14 years old and is very smart and athletic, and everyone calls him a prodigy, and he's a very popular and open-minded kid. The reason they call him a prodigy is because he's basically good at everything he does. And yeah. Charles Wallace Murray. Charles is Meg's 5-year-old little brother. Everyone thinks he's stupid because he never talks. He is very close to his sister in this whole adventure, so that's what really helps him get through this whole book. Mrs. Murray. Mrs. Murray is the mother of Meg and Charles, and is a scientist just like Meg and Charles' dad. She has to hold in her sadness and about the disappearance of her husband and has to take care of the kids by herself, which can be hard. The Three Celestials. The Three Celestials are the three beings who help and guide the kids and mom on the quest to find their father. They all help the Murray family in different ways at different times. Mrs. Whatsit. Mrs. Whatsit is the youngest of the Three Celestials. She appears to the mom and the children in the kitchen when she says she's trying to get out of the storm, but she's really trying to lead them to that she knows where their father is. Mrs. Who. Mrs. Who is the second oldest out of the three. Whenever she tries to help the mom and kids, she always uses quotes from famous people because she thinks it's hard to talk on your own. Mrs. Witch. Mrs. Witch is the oldest of the three. She is with the mom and the kids throughout their whole adventure and is the master at going through space and time, which can be helpful, especially since they're trying to get through space and time. So my favorite quote is, "Only a fool is afraid." This Mrs. Watson said it. The reason I like this quote is because it's true. People always get afraid when there's no really real reason to be. So I thought it was funny because she's kind of calling everyone out. So for my project, I chose to do a video interviewing Calvin O'Keefe. Hope you enjoy. I forgot to put it in the slide. Okay, so the snack is hot chocolate, and then at the end I'm going to pass out cookies with raspberry in them. So the reason I chose that is because in the book, they were nervous about their dad and stuff and where he was, and so they couldn't go to sleep. So what they did was they did hot chocolate and bread with jam on it, which I thought was kind of weird. So instead of just doing bread with jam, I did cookies with raspberry in it. So yeah.
Hello everyone. Today we are doing an interview with the Calvin O'Keefe. Yes, I said the Calvin O'Keefe from the classic book A Wrinkle in Time. How are you doing, Calvin?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
We are so glad to have you with us today. Shall we get started?
Yeah, let's jump right in.
So, Calvin, from reading your book, it seems like you were really the perfect kid.
Yes, people called me a prodigy because I was good at basically everything I did. I was smart and athletic, and I still am now.
Well, that's amazing. But I do have another question for you. What was it like to go on such a big adventure and to find someone that you really didn't know?
I thought about that a little bit during some parts of the adventure more than others, but to me it was worth it because I helped a new friend find someone that they cared about.
Oh, that's really great, Calvin. I do have one last question for you.
Yeah.
What was it like for you to see this beautiful place that you journeyed to?
It was amazing, and everyone says I have such an extraordinary gift and that I'm special and I'm just great all around, but if only they could see what I saw, they would just realize that I'm nothing compared to it.
Wow. Well, that's just so amazing that you realize that. But we really do appreciate you coming in, Calvin. I know this was a quick interview, and we really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us.
No, it was fun, and thanks for having me. I had a great time.
Thank you, Calvin. We appreciate it.
All right, so overall, I really did like this book, but I would give it a 6 out of 10. The reason for this is because I like the action in it. I'm just not a huge fan of magic. And if you like a lot of magic, then you would love to read this book, so I would highly recommend it for you. And so that's my Wrinkle in Time. That's my review on Wrinkle in Time.
Let's give him a round of applause.